Good morning. I don't have my watch. I don't know what time it is. I'm pretty sure it's still morning where I'm at here. Not that it matters. But I wanted to do a quick one on this quarter we found when I did one of my first early scope videos that was way too long in duration. Um, so yeah, just a normal state quarter, right? Nothing really looks too crazy that I could see, but on this side, I noticed something. You might see it. And I didn't know what it was. I was just like, did it get worn out? I'm not sure. So if you look over on this right side near the edge or the rim of the coin, the outer periphery is what I like to say. First off, it is a little bit off center. You can see that, right? It's not badly off center, but that edge on the left is a little bit thicker than the right. But mostly what I see is this minty luster with there's no strike at all for the UNUM, seemingly. Very weak S for pluribus. Still don't know if that's how you pronounce that. And then a very weak strike on the 9. What the hell am I smelling? Somebody's cooking food. Or some horrible chemicals. I can't tell. It smells like food, but also... Anyways. What is that? Anyway, sorry. It smells like some kind of interesting breakfast going on. Anyways, I keep getting distracted by my nose here. So yeah, I'm still fasted, so I don't really eat until after noon usually. It's just some good old coffee that we get from our friends at what's it called? Tall Mountain Oats, I think is what it's called. I hope that's what it's called. Hopefully I don't spill my coffee on these quarters. But yeah, my mug says, "A lovely cheese pizza just for me." And my 90s kids should recognize that quote. I got that as a Christmas gift. But anyways, Christmas theme. Anyway, from what I've learned and from what I'm hypothesizing here, or theorizing, or here's my theory. I think this might be a grease strike through error, but I'm still open to somebody telling me that this was worn out. I don't know. It looks like a strike through error from what I've seen on others. Just a weak strike, just maybe there was a blob of grease down here. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm still trying to understand how a blob of grease... I guess, let's see here. You can't compress water, so you probably can't compress grease. And so, if in the minting process it creates like a pressurized, like clamping mechanism, there's nowhere for the grease to go, and it can't compress. So then the die is basically resisted by the forces. So if the press, or the whatever the hell the tools are called, if they're exerting a force on a thing, that thing is going to exert the force back. That's physics, right? So if there's grease in the way, I don't know, it's kind of like acting as a mask, like a masking type of effect. It's like with paint, you use a tape to mask what you don't want painted, and in stamping, grease acts as a mask. What the hell do they grease it for then? To prevent some other problem or error? I don't know. It's interesting. This whole coin making process I'm very interested in it. But yeah, isn't that cool? Look at that. and then it's just gone. And I mean, you can see there's still like this. I don't want to say the same, because if you look closer, it does have kind of a different luster, but it's still there. So like, I don't know. This is very, 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 very weird. Sorry for the focus. Look at that. Did it wear off in a coin machine? Did it wear off? I mean, the coin doesn't look very worn. For being a 99 state quarter, it looks like a pretty, fairly okay strike. I know some of these have really weak, like that looks like a good strike. Some of these are so weak and flat. That one looks pretty good. But just down there, 199 with a faint, you can see where that 9 wanted to be. Right? You can see where it wanted to be. So what is that? What's going on there? Grease filled that spot of the die, and so the metal wasn't able to go up in there? I don't know how that works. Very interesting. U.S. Mint, if you're ever watching, or anybody who works there, man, we would love a walk us through how these errors happen type of video. I think that would be super cool to be able to back to birth, like what we're seeing on coins to like the process and how it happened. So anyway, I'm gonna keep this one short. What do you think? Should I sell this? I'm not too emotionally tied to it. I don't know if it's gonna sell for much more than a quarter. It's not really that special. I mean, it's cool, but I don't know. What do you think? Let me know. Do you think it's a grease strike through error? Or is this damage? Is it wear? Because it looks like just raw planchet. It doesn't look like wear to me. The luster looks fairly uniform, but it also has kind of a, it has a different look. You can see it. It's kind of matte out there on the edge, but that could just be like that grease buildup again. I don't know enough. I'm just out here kind of shooting into the dark. What do you think? Let me know. I don't want to keep this going too long. So yeah, drop a comment. Let me know. Grease strike error. What is this? What is this, guys? You guys are experts. Help me out.